What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? We're going to talk about some videos that are released on Dent Trainer just now. We're going to talk about why we released them, talk about body lines. We're going to talk about an app that we use, that I use a lot on my Instagram page. And I thought you guys would benefit that. So I created a video on Dent Trainer, and we'll get to that in a little bit too as well. So if you're a Dent Trainer member, and you're seeing the description of this, you can go watch it now if you don't want to listen to what I have to say, but I think you would because it's pretty interesting. And then we can go through some of the tools too, just a little bit of the tools. Now there's going to be a full tool list on Dent Trainer with the bodyline video. So we'll go over that too as well, just touch base. I'm probably not going to spend more than 20 minutes on things on this, but I thought it'd be interesting for you guys to check out. If you've never been on Dent Trainer, well, welcome. I hope you give it a shot. There is a 1-day free trial for the 6-month and the yearly. And then for 3 months, it's only $110, plus you get tool discounts. We'll cover a little bit of that too as well. So I'll kind of give you a little mini tour. But kind of wanted to talk about this body line right here. So this is a common problem, unfortunately, that a lot of people have regarding releasing, pressure, doing these body line dents. And one thing that really helps myself, and then what I pass on to my students, is using a flat bar. So, and this is particular one, what I'm talking about. This flat bar, to me personally, is one of the most versatile flat bars you can use. Let me just kind of show you guys what it looks like here. If you notice on the one side right here, it comes with this titanium tip. I really don't use it too much personally, but it is nice to have because you can, push with it through a window. You can push through it on a front fender, things like that. But what I really like the most of this is that there is a screw-on tip on the end of it. So what that means is that you can actually go down a window and really push with whatever tip you want, especially body lines. And then you're going to see what we're using too as well on those body lines and how I was able to use this type of flat bar. It's my go-to flat bar for the windows because it's technically the only one that you can fit down the window very easy with a tip on it. Unfortunately, the rest of them, and nothing, not knocking any of them, the rest of them look like that. And when you put a tip, you can't fit it between the door sill unless you completely gut the door, and then you can use it. But that's kind of too involving. That is a CarePoint tool. I do have a link there as well on Dent Trainer, or you can go to CarePoint or car-carepoint.com. You can go check that out. Another thing which we used a lot is the pivot tips. You might have seen me use a lot of these tap down tips for tapping down, of course, and pushing. They are fantastic. You have to get yourself some. So what it does is it fits on an R4 like that. And that is about the size I use generally, about 90% of the time, for knocking down crowns. And we'll get to that too as well on this. So you can see that I'm using an R4 on part of that. This is one of the curriculums here. We're going to go inside and I'm going to kind of give you a brief. Now, if you want to check this out, all you have to do is sign into Dent Trainer, become a Dent Trainer member, just sign up, and then you can watch the first chapter for free. And that's about a 12-minute tutorial. And it'll get you sucked in for sure, because then you can see how you're learning. So let's go. So this is the free part that you're going to learn. And what I do is I just whack it basically. And right now we're using an R4. I talk about how we're releasing the crowns. I get really deep on that because we know that crowns hold pressure. Okay. Crowns hold pressure. You don't release enough crowns, well, you are unfortunately going to be making a mess of your repair. So We're also going to talk about how we're using these pivot tips, if I can get in there. And I do zoom in too as well. I get you a closer shot of certain things that we're doing. And then again, you can see that I'm using the pivot tip as we're kind of giving that nice flat push, tap down, excuse me, because it's not creating any lows. Again, you can watch this full chapter for free on Dent Trainer. So go check it out. And then the rest of the two is really more in depth. Body lines do make a huge difference. And if you don't have the right tools, excuse me, a huge difference with the right tools, it's just way cleaner. You get better results. And this is actually one of the older pivot tips, one of the first versions. And I have to say it is fantastic. And the more I use it, the more I can recommend it. And you guys are going to thank me later when you're really tapping down those crowns, setting the metal up to go back in towards the center without making a lot of cleanup mistakes. You know, cleanup is mistakes. That's what it basically is. If you are finding yourself doing a lot of cleanup, well, you're going to be making a lot of mistakes. And just something that you could prevent. So we're talking about other types of tools. Now, another thing what I'd like to mention to you as well that we released on here, and that's out right now, so you guys can go on there. It's a 40-minute tutorial from start to finish, 3 parts. I don't like to put too long of a one end-up tutorial in there because it's just kind of it kind of breaks the rhythm. It helps the rhythm when you have shorter tutorials that are longer. We're going to talk about Diptych. Diptych. Now, some of you guys are like, well, that's a before and after photo app. I might already have it, yada, yada, but there's a hidden feature in there. So let me show you. So on my Dent Trainer, my Dent Time Instagram, you might have noticed this right here. So I did that on Diptych, and now I didn't do the graphics or anything like that, but the before and after, I did that on Diptych, and I go in depth on a little tutorial inside of Dent Trainer. So right in here, and I basically take you inside. I take you inside of my phone, and I show you step by step about, you know, how it looks, what you're doing. I'm also talking about, I also give a little preview about bad repairs too. So, but we take you inside of Dent, the Dent, excuse me. I don't know why I'm fumbling my words today. Diptych. And there's a lot of hidden features in there that you might have not noticed. And it is fantastic. And I think also right now that now you can add video. So you can do a video and a regular still photo together, kind of like vid stitch. So that's another thing that really makes your before and afters pop a lot better. So I hope that might help you guys. So again, this is something to think about. It is already out on Dent Trainer. I think you guys will enjoy that. Let me know you guys' thoughts. Also, if you're going in, there's a discussion right here in the top corner, right there. So you can click on that discussion, open up a discussion about something that you might have a question on. Okay. Thanks a lot, guys. I didn't want to take too much of your time, and hope you guys have a good evening. Take care. See ya.